Hello everyone, Warangel here, and welcome back to the Tlaqua campaign. Now it's been a little while, hasn't it, since the last episode of this, for one reason or another. So where did we leave things off last time? Well, we're 3 turns away from finishing the Ritual of Deliberation. We've already eliminated all the Skaven and Chaos hordes that come to attack us, in order to try and prevent the ritual, so we're pretty dandy on that part. And all we need to do is wait for this ritual to finish, and in the meantime, maybe start preparations for our attack against Khemri. Now, there's no real reason for us to attack Khemri, they've been pretty friendly towards us so far, but at the end of the day, the only other thing we can necessarily do perhaps is actually just wait around for this bar to finish up so we can go and start the last ritual, the Ritual of Alignment. And going by, how many of these do we make a turn? We make 70 a turn. We've got, well, 1,000... Okay, so we've got about 15 turns left before we actually finish off the final ritual. So, what do we want to do those 15 turns? Do we just want to stand around and just hit the end turn button all the time? Or do we want to have some fun? Well, that's what we're going to try and see. So, in the meantime, let's just make sure my forces are fully upgraded or healed up, ready to go. Kipsity. You know what, let's give you an Ancient Stegodon to start things off. We haven't had one of those for a while. And anything else? Not really, I'll be honest. Let's just give you a Point in Specialist so we can get that covered up. Thank you. Ancient Stegodon it is. Kokgar, where are we going to move you? For the moment, let's just keep you in the plane of Tuskers. We'll fortify the position just because why not? And I think I'm going to wait for the ritual to finish, and then I'll get started with the attack. Just to give some opportunity for my forces like Takao here to get around the position, as well as for any armies that need to be healed up to be able to do that. Now while we're waiting for that though, we're not going to be just, sitting around idly. I've been told that I do need to actually fortify a lot of my key positions, so let's just quickly pop through to see if there's anywhere that does need to be fortified. Like the Wizard Khalif's Palace is fine. Sorcerer's Island and the Sheik is fine. Let's just upgrade that. That's being upgraded to the next tier. That's fine, that's fine. Not too concerned about the Cursed Jungle, given its location, but you never know. Alright, that's okay for its location. Let's just upgrade that. Core area for the Stegodon? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh wow, that actually used a lot of my money. Let's cancel that for the minute. Right, let's get that instead, and get that. Anywhere else? You could do with some more fortifications, but we're going to leave it for the moment. The gold mine's protected, that was my main concern. Right. Public order +4. To be honest, public order is extremely good in this province. So let's get rid of that and we'll start getting some walls for it. Or improve the defenses, I should say. Likewise, we'll keep the medicinal plants just because that will come in handy. +6 public order. I mean, +21 at the moment. Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay, Slatland Node can be upgraded. Although we could upgrade this instead, get our hands on a Bastardon with solar engines. Eventually. Yeah, that's fine, we'll upgrade that. Anywhere else to finish off? Oh yes, here are the Elven Ruins, where we've been busy trying to defend and build it up since it got smashed by Chaos. In that case, let's build some defenses here, and the next turn we can start sorting these two out. But there we go, a nice easy end. Let's do this. Lord Croak, why did I move you out of the settlement? You know what, I'm not entirely sure to be honest. Never mind. Ooh. I'd say it's quite nice to be back doing this. I've been warned that I'm going to have to be careful when it comes to final ritual, because there's going to be a big thing going to happen. And if I remember correctly, from what I've seen from the end of other people's, like officially Devin, when he did his, his Samurai's Let's Play series, Abridged Campaign, that's the way he described it, of Kokgar, I know I'm going to have to face a lot of armies when it comes to that final ritual. There's a particular mission as well which kicks in even if you're losing. So that's one of the many reasons why people I've come across do say don't bother with the vortex mechanics. Because why worry about it? You know you're going to get that final battle regardless. So why stress yourself trying to rush around and do these? Which is kind of why we haven't worried about it, the fact that other factions have done these two. So, yeah, we'll just leave it for now. Oh! Legendary Oh, of course! I forgot. As you may know from my new mouse campaign, I swapped around one or two of the mods that I'm using for this playthrough and for that campaign. So I got rid of the mod that lets you recruit certain faction leaders from other factions that have been defeated, like the dwarves and that, because they only apply to certain factions. And instead I've introduced the one that makes it so if a faction of your culture, so Lizardmen in that case, gets defeated, their legendary lords, if they have any, will join you. And they have a nice little sort of flavor text to introduce it. So we've got Tehewan, who is the leader of the Prophets of Sotek from the Prophet and the Warlock DLC, which I haven't actually had a chance to use yet, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to giving him a try. May the Skink Priest aid you in your sacrifices and destroy all of those who oppose you, greatest of lizard lords. Excellent. And Tiqtak'To. The Taxlan being defeated, Tiqtak'To, astronomer of the constellations, legendary chief astronomer of Tlaxlan, wants to offer his wisdom to your cause. Oh. So this bloke, there, Tiqtak'To, is actually one of the legendary lords in the Mixu Lord pack. So I'm quite interested to see how he is. I know he uses the law of magic, and he actually goes around on a palanquin, very much like the Slan Mage Priest, so both of those are going to be pretty cool options. The only issue is that we've only got so much money, and as much as I would love to build another army, at the moment, as you know, we are trying to build up defences, and that to me is a little bit more important. Fine, we'll get that going. Alright, El Calabad can already be upgraded. That's fantastic. We've got loads of public order for here, I must say. I mean, public growth. Let's get that, let's get that. Let's get... I can't even afford to get the Cinnabar mining pit. Remember, El Calabad was formerly a tier 5 settlement before the Chaos came in and smashed it. So that was a kick in the teeth, wasn't it? Alright, let's just have you go back in and replenish troops in the moment. Alright. Can we get any more trade? I know my reliability is extremely low right now, but I would like if any of these are willing to. Gorvok isn't. Subtle? Nope. Buggers. Okay, another quick end turn then. Takao's making his way up. I think by the time he gets up to Lashik, we'll be in a position then to finish the ritual and start making our preparations then to deal with Khemri. Oh, abandoned camp. Debris and scattered accoutrements, war pierces the air, blah blah blah. Let's get mushroom stew. The curse of cannibalism. Well, on the plus side, it means his army gets regeneration. And hey, we do eat other enemy armies if we want to try and get extra replenishment. It doesn't make much of a jump, between killing out your enemies and eating them to eating your own kind. And hey, regeneration. Who's going to complain about that? Hexato, you've declared war on a lot of people. How random. No doubt it's because they've started their ritual, haven't they? Oh, that's been destroyed. I'm thinking about it. Another option we could do for instead of going after Khemri is maybe go back to Lustria. Well, just because we've got my agent here at the moment, we can always have a look around, just see what the situation is like over here. Because we know Mazamundine has been busy. In fact, Cordalabaris. Oh, you've got sandstorms going through the middle of the desert. Fair dues. But yeah, Hexator is... Actually, I might not worry about coming over to Lustria. Hexator's pretty close. It's is doing extremely well. So they must control the northern half of Lustria. And then we've got the Cordalabaris, who gets along with extremely well. And the Order of Lawmasters down here to the south. Clan Pestilence is somewhere around, but to be honest, we haven't really encountered much of their forces, so I'm not all that concerned. But I tell you what, let's have you make your way over to this side of the island, just so we can have a nosy and see what's going on over here, okay? Lord Croak. Yeah, that's quick. Greater Ward of the Old Ones. I mean, 5% ward save for all units in the army, that's extremely good. And then what do we want? Power Reserve plus 20, or the Hound in Scrutiny that causes terror? Having him cause terror can be quite useful. I mean, he doesn't worry himself, he's dead. But having him cause terror on enemies could be quite handy. But if we are going to go after Khemri, they don't experience terror or fear. So I'd rather go for the magic power reserve right now. It just means more deliverance of Itza. So I'm quite happy to take that. Agrisoto. I don't know, let's just make you survivalist, I guess? Actually, no. You're the guy who's flying around at the moment, aren't you, over in Austria? Yeah. Right. Anything else we want to save the money up for the minute? Let's just have a look. What happens now when we finish this ritual? When you're ready, of course, game. Take your time, Takao. We're only waiting. I mean, that's the thing. Since we are the player, don't we technically count as an old one, since we have pretty much omnipresent presence? Also, what's the word? Omnipresence about what's going on in the world? I suppose if you can include mods, but also omnipotence. All-seeing and all-powerful. Yeah, that would be the day in this game. That's the AI's job. Well, at least I can tick off an Eye of the Vortex campaign for the channel. I mean, I have to admit, I don't mind it, but I do like, I think, the Tomb King aspect of it more. Or even the one for the Vampire Coast. Those I much prefer in terms of, like, you know, with the Tomb Kings, all you need to do is collect the different books in a gash. But anyway, let me shut up so we can watch this video.
The lines of power were interrupted. Whether by fate or design, the cure remained the same. Clear the debris. And like the great rivers of Lustria, the energy will flow once more. Progress has been made. Yet the final tranche of hidden knowledge lays locked behind a door. A key must be found.
Chances are, it's hiding in someone's pocket. But there we go, we've now finished off the fourth ritual, the Ritual of Deliberation, and we've got the last one to go. We've currently got 4,200 plaques, and we're making 72 in turn. So, let's say, what? 11 turns, let's say 12 turns left. Because obviously, you know, we need to make it up. I suppose we could make it in 11. Definitely for some of us to think about anyway. That's annoying, the Great Beard Prospectus is gone. Some of my trade partners. Okay, +2 for Skinks. Oh, crap, what was that? War Vortex. Despite a desperate struggle beneath the surface, up to this point the powers attempting to manipulate the Great Vortex have avoided showing their cards, instead being content for the contest to remain oblique. Now, however, your completion of the penultimate ritual has thrown a rock into these hitherto calm waters, bringing chaotic currents to the surface. The time for pretense is now over. Your foes have openly declared war. Fates will decide who will keep above the turbulent waters and who is sucked down to their doom. Ah. So, remember, originally Lothian was actually at war with us. So, does that mean... Ah, and we got this as well, which means we're going to have more magic for everyone. That's actually going to be quite nice. But before we were just at war with Lothian. Now we're at war with Clan Pestilence, Nagorond, the Order of Lore Masters, and Lothian too. I wonder, would it be worth a bit of interest if... Let me just see if we can get that first. There we go. What about you, Itza? No, not yet. Okay. Instead of going after Kenwi, would it be more interesting for us to maybe go after one of the other factions? So, like, we've got white up here. And, oh fun, we can actually land here at Val's Anvil. Thank you for telling me. I knew it was in Calador, I just couldn't remember what the place was called. But we could land an army here, for example, and just take it, giving us another ancient plaque site. We could go over to Lustria in order to fight the Order of Lawmasters, since who are they actually fighting at the moment, if not apart from us? At
your service.
Yeah, because you guys are fighting a lot. Warband of the Eagle, Puppets of Chaos, Harganeth, Tlaqua, Nagawand, Exarto. So you guys are already fighting one another as it is.
Awaits.
Tlaqua, Exarto. Yeah. I mean, I feel a little bit tempted to go over and help our allies over Lustria. Not that they necessarily need it. But the other thing we could do is just go up to Lothian. I think that could be a nice change of pace. I've fought a lot of Tomb Kings in my between this campaign and fighting with with Numas. So going up against High Elves would make a nice change of pace. And we don't have to go too far, we only have to kill time until we need to start the next ritual. So yeah, why not do that? So Tiqtak'To is ready leaded up, ready to go. We're not going to take everyone with us, right? Simply because, one, it's impractical, and two, we need to keep some forces back here, ready for the final rituals. So, let's actually leave Tiktaq'To behind, I think. Exarto can go and have some fun. You can make your way up to here, good sir. In fact, can we get a... no, we can't get military access. That's a shame. No matter. Alright, Exarto, you can make your way up. Tiqtak'To, let's send you up already. Why not? What's the worst that can happen to him, eh? Alright, Pragil is currently at the Golden Tower. Let's move you up towards here for the moment. And Crockguard, let's move you back to Tlaqua, just for the moment. And then one thing we may have to do is have a look into swapping around some units of him and Tiktaq'To's forces. Just so we can make sure maybe get a few more ones like the Revivification Crystal, maybe some Temple Guard in order to supplement our forces. We shall see. Alright, Rinky, let's get you. Let's go against Dark Elves. In that case, let's increase your armor. Thank you. Alright, you're making your way over to there. Pragil, you're actually okay for now. Let's have a quick look. Anywhere that needs to be upgraded again? Torsapinda, let's get you that. Oh, Calibat, let's get you... Can't give you walls yet. Let's just give you the mining pit. That can give me a bit more money. Oops. Didn't need that, thank you. Right. Now I do wonder, are we going to actually have any forces heading towards us, or are they going to be content just to try and stay where they are, even though they're officially at war with us? Because Lothian have actually been at war for quite some time, but they haven't done anything about it. Touch wood. Not only that, but, you know, we've been quite lucky with the intervention forces. We've only had to try and deal with anyone in our local area, and that's about it. So, I don't know. Would we have to expect now, you know, Malekith does all of a sudden turn up from Nagawand with a whole bunch of units, including Black Dragons? Are we going to have to worry about Clan Pestilence going to be sailing across, fighting alongside the Order of Lawmasters? Who knows at this moment in time? King Oftos. Well, I suppose we're only fair. We are trespassing in your territory too, I think. Christ, there's only a few factions left now in the game. Alright, let's get that back up. Alright, now where is Tiqtak'To? Here he is. Tiqtak'To, thank you. Alright, let's continue moving you up. There is an army already here. Oh, archers, dragon princes. Alistar the White Lion himself is leading the defense of Vol's Anvil. Interesting. Oh, it's because it's a ritual site. Right, I didn't realise that. I mean, we could always burn it down for funsies. But how defended is it? Tier 5 settlement. It hasn't got any actual extra defenses apart from what comes with the settlement. Which, but considering that's a big army already, maybe not the biggest thing. But maybe we can try and take that to advantage. Maybe let's go off to somewhere else. Like, what happens if we ask them to come around this way? They're not going to leave Val's Anvil, after all. Alright, let's upgrade this now, finally. Let's get defenses going for here. And... could have done with some more money, no matter. Tiqtak'To. We'll hold on for the moment for that. Let's give you instead more points in Runemaker, thank you. Alright. Tiktaq'To, actually. Let's bring you back to the Elven Ruins. Let's bring you and then Quokgar over to... no, bring you this way, bring you this way. And in fact, Prajol, where are you? Let's just double check Tiktaq'To's forces. To be honest, I think we've got maybe too many Whipperdactyls. We've got a few units for the front line admittedly, but I wouldn't mind having a few more. Otherwise, yeah, we've got Pterodon Riders, we've got these, yeah, got not ideal. I would like to maybe supplement them a bit. So I'll tell you what, let's bring Tiktaq'To over to... no, cut this way, Jesus. I keep forgetting the game's hatred for sending armies across the sea if it's the fastest option. Instead of just, you know, oh, we need to get from here to here. Let's march 7 turns by land or 2 by sea. Hard decision to make. What are you doing? Like, I don't... oh yeah, I forgot you're trespassing. Well, it's only fair. They're trespassing on me first. Oh, the Spinosaur Tech Dwarves. They're still in the area. They were actually a faction I would have loved to have played at if the Carnosus faction unlocker was updated. Just because their position is so interesting compared to some of the other dwarf ones. When you consider that dwarves in the game, pretty much, unless you get one of the legendary lords like Mixu's one and his faction unlocker, they all start off in the World Edge Mountains, so you always have to deal with either Kazakarak or thing. You basically have to fight the orcs all the time. Whereas if you started with somewhere like the Spinosaur Tech, you have a very different starting thing because you have to deal with everything from High Elves to Dark Elves, Lizardmen, Skaven, and Savage Orcs to the north. And not only that, but I remember with the faction unlocker, you actually had this quite cool mechanic where if you played as the Spinosaur Tech or the Greybeard Prospectors here, you can't actually get any of the more advanced technologies, like for example flame guns and cannons and stuff like that, because your guys have been sort of isolated and haven't had much contact with other dwarves and their superior sort of advances. So what you could do is once you start a trade agreement with one of the dwarf factions like Barak Var or something like that, you can actually unlock the technology to use them. So it meant that you would, for quite a bit of your beginning part of the campaign, have to rely on stuff like bolt throwers and grudge throwers instead of being able to research for much more powerful artillery or items. Because I don't think they even had it so handgunners was a thing. And I nearly did it again. But yeah, I don't think they even had handgunners necessarily as a thing, unless you were willing to try and, you know, speak to a nearby faction to the north. So they were a pretty cool one. I would have liked to have done something with them, or even with the Greybeard Prospectors, just because of your position, starting against the, you know, the Lizardmen, against the Tomb Kings, all of which would have been quite cool to play with. Right, well, let's swap around some of these. I mean, you guys are level 8s, but I don't know, who's going to be better, you guys or you guys? Well, we can't do that anyway, apparently. Okay, let's change my mind about this. Quokka, you got a Bastardon. Let's get you the Revivification Crystal. Let's swap out that unit there. Oh, hang on. Alright, let's keep that. 21. Can we not swap this out? Apparently not. What about now? Okay, that's fine. It's not going to be ideal in the sense that I would like to maybe get another unit Temple Guard. But what we're going to swap out for instead... Oh, there we go. That works. Okay, Quokka, you've only got the one unit then, and then you get 2 instead. Because the handy thing as well, Lord Croak should allow us to get some bonuses when it comes to using Temple Guard in our forces, which is one of the reasons I decided to try and swap it around. But you can head back to here, in fact, no, swap around. You're going to come this way, and you're going to head back to Tlaqua. Alright, what we're going to upgrade here now. Let's go for Public Order. Let's upgrade that to walls. Okay. I'm just curious to know if Lothian itself is being defended. It probably is because it is the headquarters of a ritual site. Oh. Who's currently fighting it? I can see it's burning, so someone is laying siege to Lothian, but I can't see who it was. And we've still got a few minutes of the episode, we'll check it out then. No, hang on. Kenry. Kenry has invaded Ulthuan. I just noticed the banners from that army that's currently near the Sorcerer's Islands is the same as Kenry. So yeah, they're actually declaring war on Lothian. How cool funny is that? Well, if they're willing to do that, let's help them out a bit. I mean, let's show this young race the error of their ways, shall we? Oh, this has chuffed me to bits. Kenry's actually quite powerful. I mean, this does mean, right, let's be honest, it does mean that we could just attack Kenry, because 2 of their main armies are going to be up here. But, I don't know. I think it'd just be an interesting change of pace to go after a few territories of Ulthuan. We don't have to necessarily keep them either. We can just burn them to the ground, sack them, raise them, and then get a bit of money from it too. While we're just waiting for this to go up, because we now got, what, 9 turns? No, not even that. 8 turns, 7 turns? So yeah, not too far either. Okay, Pragil. Can we give you a Carnosaur? I can't get you a Carnosaur yet. All I want to do is give you a big dinosaur to play with. Fine. Right, let's give you Deadly Onslaught then as well. Lemarson. Continue giving... Oh. Let's actually give you that and Deadly Onslaught as well. Exotle. Ashrak of the Bloody. Do I want to go after him for fun? Or do we want to try and attack properly? I mean, it could be interesting sending back to Lustria just to go after the Order of Lawmasters, maybe? Tempting. Especially since we do know that Skaven's still down in the area. How much territory does Skaven owns? Can I find out? 2. Oh, in that case, they're not that powerful for me to worry about. In that case, we may just keep you back over the Wizard Khalees Palace for the moment. Okay, Takao. Let's go and attack the Glittering Tower, shall we? Nope, not yet. Alright, your attack can be upgraded, sure. Okay, so Krokar's going to go off and defend El Calibad against the eventual invasion we're going to have to deal with. Tiktaq'To can head back then to Tlaqua. We'll get him ready and built up now, ready to defend in the final battle of the playthrough, as well as for this mysterious surprise that I've been warned about is going to happen in the next ritual. But we're nearly done, guys. We've got a few more turns until the ritual itself is ready to start. We'll face whatever challenges come our way from it. And then that'll be it. That'll be the end of the campaign. And it'd be kind of sad to see it go. I mean, like I said, I do enjoy especially the Tomb Kings. I do like their aspect of it, where it does encourage you to go around the map, just to capture the different books in Nagash. And then you got the fight then in order to do it at the Black Pyramid of Nagash himself. Oh. This is interesting. So we've got 2 bunches of reinforcement. Hang on, how many reinforcements? 2. 3. How do we have 3 lots of reinforcements from settlements coming in? Is this the Avalon Heralds of the Wind? You know what? I think I'm going to fight this. I just want to see how it goes. But we're going to do this in the next episode. So for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you join me next time for more Warhammer gameplay. But until then, everyone, take care. And goodbye for now.